What's up, guys? I'm back. Rideout reviews. Checking out The Crown. Yeah, these Crown episodes have been pretty good. Last episode was phenomenal, man. That was insane. I just didn't realize, they always paint Prince Charles or King Charles now in a weird light in these episodes, and now it's different. It showed him as who he was, but then it gave a kind of nuance of like, this is what he's trying to do: be progressive, change, do some good, help. And that program he opened up said it helped so many people, and it used so much money to do so, which is awesome. Talking about the first is like the firstborn female would be able to run the country instead of the first male. That's crazy, man. He's doing some. He's changing all types of stuff. So, yeah, I wonder if that's what he actually did now. If he's actually doing any of that now that he's king. But yeah, it was good. I'm excited to see what the next one's gonna be. Who is gonna be playing it on? So, yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it. Remember, check out my Patreon, man. We got some good stuff going on watching these episodes, and got some movies on there if you want to check them out. Full reactions as well as early releases. So let's jump into it, man. Let's dive on into it.
Buckingham Palace.
That's around 1917. That's World War One. Pretty sure.
Government is willing to send a ship to bring the Romanovs to safety here in England.
Show it to your mother. Judgment is unfailingly better than...
Hey, that's dope. It's a good relationship there, huh? Judgment's unfailingly better than mine.
Мне предписано отправить вас в более безопасное место. Повторяю, вас перевезут.
Cousin George. Dang. Their reign is over a bunch of different areas, ain't it? The family reign. Well, I don't know. I think they're the Tsar and the Tsaress. Is that who they are, right?
Как говорится, семейный портрет на дорожку. Пусть все видят и знают, что с вами ничего не случилось.
Oh, man. Something about to happen. I don't believe it. They finna get murked, man. Finna line them up and kill them.
Мы готовы.
Фотограф скоро зайдет. Долго не задержимся.
I don't know. I don't know. Seems suspicious. Suspicious to me.
Что?
Damn. Dang. I wonder if they did try and save him, or if it was too late, or if they just denied them. Jeez. Dude, that's like evil, man. Oh my gosh. That's horrible, man. That's horrific. I can't believe it. So this is pretty vivid for The Crown. Jeez. So did she approve and they were just too late? Or did they deny and then that's why they sentenced them all to death? Whatever the case may be, that was horrible, man. The kids, everybody witnessed all of that. That's horrific, man. You could at least spared them or something, you know what I mean? More judicial or humane. And then and how they killed the children, man, that's the worst part. That wasn't quick.
As Soviet hardliners mount a coup to restore communist rule, while thousands of protesters have taken to the street.
That's the fall of the USSR.
But he never wavered, and the people love him for it. That said, I'm not certain I've seen him sober yet.
That's what we drinking, man.
А друзья — это все, понимаешь? Друзья должны держаться друг за друга.
Not least because I think I may have been.
They be drinking all the time. He said, I don't think I was even sober.
Followed by a World Wildlife Fund event in Brazil, then Alaska, Canada, then back to London. Here it is.
I'm broke busy.
Did you ever get tired?
Yeah, I know.
Only by sitting still. Right. I'm off. See you in 3 weeks.
Yes.
Dang, that's a long time to be away from each other. That reminds me of that season 1. But this one's, I mean, didn't seem like it's in a better position because she didn't get listened to. And that's what she just wanted to be heard.
As Yekaterinburg.
Now we're about to see this connection from the beginning.
Which is where Ipatiev house was located.
Woo! He probably a descendant or something of that family that they failed to save.
I understand you personally gave the order for that house to be demolished. An act of great disrespect to my family's memory.
Huh. Wasn't what I thought then. A lot different than what I thought.
Рекомендовал бы ей быть поосторожнее в выражениях. А не то ведь мы ей можем садить штык в задницу.
Oh, maybe it was what I was thinking then. Dang. He says she better watch out as he gonna end with a bayonet in the booty.
That these are indeed the Romanov remains, which is why they have now come to us, and more particularly, His Royal Highness the Duke of Edinburgh.
That's why he came home? Man.
What started out as a file of my blood has been transformed into this image, a unique pattern of parallel bands called legs.
Dude, science is crazy. That's amazing. That's insane.
We're used to looking at genetic predisposition for diseases. But what about behavior? Our decisions? Do we really have any choice at all?
I've watched a couple of videos on this, man, with scientists in the same way that talk about this with Neil deGrasse, but he believes in free will, but the other guy that was with him was all deterministic. It doesn't mean that we don't like make the choice, but it's everything in us that causes us to make that choice, which makes it deterministic. That's a lot.
As recently as felt as though we've been growing apart, but this Russian trip feels like a shared adventure, a shared passion.
Look at this, he's so happy. That's awesome. But man, he's so right. There was a couple episodes ago, I was talking about people grow apart. Look at the queen.
What did the window cleaner see in the Kremlin? Nothing. That's the trouble with iron curtains.
You find that funny, huh? Iron curtains. I wonder what's on Philip's mind right now. What's he thinking about, you know? Philip oblivious, bro. He does not see what's going on with Elizabeth.
That close alliance has become estranged.
So they came there for the burial. That's what made them go to Russia. You know, they still haven't answered the question as to whether that the lady authorized for that family to come over or not. I would assume so, because of her heart towards the situation. That at least the family would have passed down that that's what they wanted to do.
We come all this way on the understanding that my relatives will finally be buried to discover the burial can't take place. And it's not just disappointing regarding that.
Oh, here we go. Speak your mind. Speak your mind, girl.
And reminding myself not only how much I gained, but how much I gave up when I married you.
Oh, my day.
Such as?
My career, my autonomy, your desire for calm, for stability, for silence, has sometimes left me lonely.
It's so crazy. He holds it up well, though. That brother holds it up well. He's been doing it for a long time, 80 years, I would say. Not 80 years, but...
Well, I've had to seek companionship elsewhere.
Companionship?
Yes.
Yeah,
Companionship.
that lady. Riding them horses.
Intellectual companionship. A community of friends focused on carriage driving and competitions and house parties.
All right.
But he coming clean, ain't he?
And I suppose
really
the
cares
closest
for
friendship is with
Really
Penny,
cares for Elizabeth.
Ramsay?
who would never compromise you.
But it does compromise me. It compromises me. Me. As your soulmate.
Dang. He talking about her as a queen because that's how we think of her most of the time, a lot of the time. But she thinking about him in a different way, and their relationship in a different way.
I'd like you to be seen with Penny.
You're asking me to legitimize
my friendship.
Oh, man. This is crazy.
You tell me, what would I learn?
The Bolsheviks pulled their triggers and used their bayonets.
I knew it.
But who has the blood on their hands?
Never. That's why he was tripping, man. Because her family never didn't go and save him, man. Didn't request a call. Huh? Nah, he tripping, man. That pushed him over the threshold. He already had all that stuff going, though. We seen that already. But, man, that's why he dove deep. When he dove deep and she told him about that, she knew. Bro, that family crazy, man. Bro, this show, bro, I tell you what, man. This family crazy. We all crazy, though. All our family's crazy. I think that's one thing. It's like something that held this up as being the picture of a family, you know, and it is not. Just proves that everybody, from the top to the bottom, all sharing the same struggles. Common to humanity.
We're presented with a clear opportunity to save the Romanovs, but chose not to. Have been alerted to a source.
Oh. 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 Ooh. Dang.
You see, there was a rivalry between the two women.
Oh, dang, like a secret passage. A rivalry, huh? Dang.
Mary didn't want the prettier, grander Alexandra here in England upstaging her.
It's a nice theory. Giving asylum to the Romanovs presented a much greater threat, as she was seen as pro-German at the very time we were at war with them.
Oh, wow. So she coming up with this crazy theory about rivalry between the women.
Princess Queen Mary
She knew this.
was devastated when she heard they'd been killed.
She was protecting the monarch from German sentiment.
But as sovereign, one cannot show those emotions, so one buries them.
Wow.
And that silence becomes part of one's own DNA.
He's like, I already knew all that. She said, I knew that. That she said no.
And carriage driving.
Yes.
It's not Norton's thing.
Bro, those are some difficult decisions.
No. And should they happen to see the Duke of Edinburgh out and about with a beautiful younger companion, it would be an irritation if they felt at liberty to jump to any wrong conclusions.
The rivalry between two women. Look at that. What? They be tying all that stuff together. And the queen, she ain't playing, dude. But, dude, she is self-sacrificing. God. She one tough woman. And she said she got it's in the DNA. Because she said, no, man, that's tough, bro. Protecting the crown, man. God. Those decisions are hard and difficult. Yeah, that was hard. That was hard. She don't show emotion either, man. She don't ever cry. But this is one thing that is so dear and near to her soul. And she gives up everything. It's funny, everybody else complains about giving up and what they've had to sacrifice. And they don't realize what she's had to sacrifice. What she's had to give up. Everybody sacrifices. It's still, man, like the thing is true, man. From the very top to the very bottom, families sacrifice for each other. But who is supposed to make the proper sacrifice? That's the question, right? What an episode, man. Intriguing. I got the whole Boris thing messed up, man. Nothing to do with him. But the line of rivalry. They be doing stuff, man. These writers, dude, they like to put that sub message in there somehow. They be doing it. But yeah, rivalry. But then the murder of the family whose blood was on the hands, the truth behind the matter, dang. And then decision making, and then family ties, relationships. Boy, they be tying a bunch of stuff together in this show. I tell you what, but those two hard-hitting storylines, I think, which is the death of her family and having to make that decision, discernment. She said we may come to regret this decision, and they passed that down the line too. Everybody knows about it. So in that fact, like the family wasn't keeping any secrets. They knew it was up, but that's a decision to make, dude. Yeah. And then families going apart and what makes a good marriage, man. That's a tough one, too, is making a good marriage compromising for the other person. Is it allowing them to take interest in the things that they desire to take interest in rather than the things that you have interest in? You know, it seems good to see it work that Dostoevsky saying, man, you don't have anything in common, but you're loyal to each other. But, man, something don't sit right though with Philip and that relationship too. Even though it's like, what is it? He said spiritual companionship. That's tough, man. That's tough. You should find that with the one that you care about. Just what are they together for? Are they roommates? You know. So I don't know. That's a crazy concept in that fact. And like the other chick was like Emily, I think, and she was like, it's duty, you know. And that's what Philip had promised at the very beginning, that he would be dutiful, and he has been, man. I've been championing him this like all of the episodes because, man, he's been fantastic to her. But then we see his real heart open up in this episode, and so it's just that's what makes this show so good, man. That's why I'm getting all these Emmys, man. Anyway, hey, I appreciate you guys for watching. And yeah, I'll see you in the next episode.